What's going on, guys? Killer6, and I've got you my flak build. This flak build will do a couple things for you. Number one, you can basically keep your action skill up almost all the time with a little bit of resourcefulness, as you see there. If you are mobbing, this build is going to be exceptional. If you're bossing, this build is going to be exceptional. If you're doing the raid, this build is going to work for you. This is good stuff. You got options here with this flak build. Survivability is not really a problem with this flak build. So you can do it all with this flak build. I struggled for the longest time trying to find a flak build that I liked where I felt like I didn't die when I got sneezed on. Flak just has that problem that if enemies look at you funny, you can die. But this build does solve a lot of the problems that flak has. Namely, you can get in and out of danger without taking too much damage, and you can basically keep your action skill up almost all the time. It's just a matter of having enemies nearby to shoot. So that's all there is to that. So how does this build work? Basically, instead of using gorillas in the mist all the time, I opt instead to use until you're dead. Now this one will keep you, it gives you health regen and movement speed of fade away for a short time after the skill has even ended. But since your skill basically never ends, you're basically keeping that health regen and movement speed up pretty much non-stop. And I know a lot of people out there are like, man, flak feels really slow. This definitely helps with that. And then we also use Unblinking Eye. Successive hits on the same target increases flak's critical damage per hit. Unblinking Eye resets every 3 hits, and it's 75% per hit. So if you're just spamming the hits on one dude, then you're getting some good stuff. All right, we got health regen, health regen, and then kill skills, gun damage. You got lots of good options there. You can, with this build, if you want, at any point in time, you can swap to rack pack, get health regen, and you know, you can do whatever additional rack or extra skill charge, whatever you like to do. You can easily swap your skill, and I am including with this a rack pack class mod that will come with this save, and this has got really good perks for Jacob's pistol. In terms of the other gear, we got Jacob's Pistol Maggie, action skill N, get weapon damage increase, big time, and Brainstormer. These are our 2 main pieces of kit. I'm also including a redistributor. I actually picked up a better one last night, so might throw that on there. Actually, this one might be the best one for flak. I'm not sure. We'll see. I got a Rowan's Call, Transformer Shield, and then there's another Transformer Shield option over here with health regen. A bunch of different class mods. Hex Grenade. I've tried a bunch of different grenades. I just generally prefer the Hex Grenade. It's great for stripping shields and stuff. And I always just generally forget to like switch to anything else. Back to the skill tree real quick. There's that one, and then I put nothing over here. This is great because what's going to happen here is when you score a critical hit, you get a chance for ammo to be returned. It's a 36% chance. You have an extra chance to fire extra projectiles, which means more chances to hit crits. And then with Megavore, anywhere you shoot them has a chance to be a crit. So lots of good synergy just down the middle part of this tree. So yeah, so that's what's up with that. All right, anytime you have multiple enemies on screen, switch to your Brainstormer with this build. That's what happens anytime I go into menu. Anytime I go into menu, when I come out, I just die. I don't know what it is. Anyhow, whenever you have a group of people, switch to your Brainstormer. Get your action skill up as quick as possible. If you have individual targets, pop them in the head with this Maggie. It does exceptional damage. As you see, we have multiple dudes. Brainstormer, and look how quick we get our action skill back. So I can go into fade away, get behind them, kill this dude real quick. My beast would get out of the way so I can see what I'm shooting at. I love my beast, dude. He does a good job of staying alive and coming to revive me with this build, which is crazy. I never thought I would see the day on a flak, you know, but he does a really good job. but he's also quite large, so it's hard to see through him sometimes. So as you can see, this build allows you to survive in ways that you couldn't previously as Flak. So as you see, we get behind a rocket launcher, dude, pop them in the head, and they're dead before they know what happens. And in case you're wondering why we're getting so many legendaries, that is just how the Slaughter Shaft is. It's just crazy for the legendaries all the time. Sometimes I like to just chuck out a bunch of hex grenades because I forget to throw them otherwise. And boom, action skill back. We can reposition, get it so that we are not surrounded by people, and instead pop these dudes up here. And since there's multiple of them, we should get our action skill back pretty quick. If I hit shots, gee whiz, K6, hit a shot, would ya? Here we go. All right. And action skill is back into fadeaway. And then we've got multiple dudes here. We switch back over to this. This is also a great way for you to reload all your weapons. If you're like me and you forget to reload your weapons when you're in fadeaway with this, you're gonna have a lot of time in fadeaway. So you can take your time and check your weapons, make sure they're all reloaded. Then you can be like, all right, Maggie needs reloaded. The Brainstormer needs reloaded. I'm gonna go check my taxes. You got plenty of time to figure everything out. That's the basic gist of what I'm saying here. You got plenty of time to figure it out. And just hitting shots, like I said, has a chance to make it a crit, which gives you a chance to get your action skill back. It works quite well, honestly. It works quite well. And this Brainstormer has health steal, so 15% health steal on action skill end, which comes in handy as well. It's not necessary to do that, but it does absolutely help. So that's basically how the build works. I'm going to include some other pieces of gear that you might not see here. I've been doing a lot of farming lately, so I just need to port over the right things. So yeah, let me know down in the comments. Oh, wait. I forgot to show you guys something really important. This is, if you guys have seen me kill Graveward or whichever boss, we'll go to Graveward because that seems to be like everybody's I don't want to say like firing range dummy. That's kind of what he is. He's kind of a firing range dummy, and he's sort of like the measure from which everybody's like, is this build any good? Can it kill a boss? Well, with this build you can absolutely kill a boss. You switch over to this pneumatic bang stick, switch it to sticky mode. Switch this thing over to sticky mode, and I've also included an Unforgiven, and here's all you got to do for this. Now for Graveward, since he's so far out there, what I like to do is I like to wait for him to throw his hand down. All right, so when he throws his hand down, you can swap over to Gorillas in the Mist if you guys want to. This one will give you a little bit extra critical hit damage. It's not at all necessary. I'm going to show you without doing it. We're just going to leave on until you're dead. So we're going to do that. I'm going to pop on about 10 of these bad boys, and then just swap over to our Unforgiven, and as you can see, he's dead. If that's something you want to do, that is called crit swapping. Basically, it's been in all the Borderlands games to this point, and it's just a mechanic that happens to be in there, and there's not really anything you can do about it. Well, there's a cool little Maggie. Fire rate increased on a trigger pull gun. Yeah, that will work really well. So that's the build, man. That's all there is to it. There's nothing complicated here. Flak is still quite powerful. He's still quite good. It took me a little while to figure out the build synergy for myself, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then please take a second to hit that like button, hit subscribe for more, and if you'd like to, I will have a playlist at the end of this video that has all of my other builds up to this point. I've got a nice Moe's build out there that works, and it works even better now that they've buffed her action skill end, or not action skill end, but her Moe's specific anointments. Those have been buffed. I've got an awesome Zane build out there, the Seeing Dead Zane. It's basically invincible Zane at this point. He's probably the best build in the game. I've got an Amara build out there that can solo the raid even on 4-player difficulty, in case they bring that back up. My Zane build can do that as well. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in the next one. Y'all take care.